What are you aware of right now while watching this video? What are you aware of? Are you aware of the screen? Are you aware of the clouds? Are you aware of the bag at the left of my head? Are you aware of the volume? Is it high or is it low? Are you aware of quality of this video? How do I look? Do I look like you expected? Does the volume sound like what you expected? Did you expect to see me and to share this moment with your computer? Because you're not really talking to me. You're following the storyline that I exist and I'm in your computer and I somewhat exist in a different timeline. Well, if I'm dead, I'm no longer there, so you can't even say I'm in your timeline, but what are you aware of? We ask a lot of questions and beg a lot of answers, but I think we forget the most simple question. What are we aware of? Let's answer the question. What am I aware of? I'm aware of a voice. Who is that voice? Well, it's the voice in my head, of course. Oh, that voice in your head. Okay. And when you listen to that voice in your head, does it feel like you? Has it always been there? Is there moments where you don't hear it? And if you ever had a moment where you didn't hear it, did you still exist? The simple answer would say, yes, of course, I was still existing. Okay, so what are you aware of? Oh, I'm aware that I am identifying to the voice. Okay. And that voice, what does it say often? Well, there's a lot of thoughts. What are thoughts? Thoughts are just like clouds. They come and go. But to be honest, as I identify to my mind and when somebody says, "Hey, what are you thinking of?" and I say, "Well, I kind of want to kill you." That doesn't work, eh? If you're speaking to a highly present person, that person will laugh and say, "Wow, that's a funny thought." What am I aware of? So, thoughts, what are they? Thoughts are seems like they're just the outcome of a very, very, very detailed and explicit story. Now, what is a story? A story is where we use logic and and our imagination to feel the outcome of something more and more. For example, I ran, I was happy. Running makes me happy. I should run more. Running in itself has no. Running doesn't come to you and say, I will make you happy. Running is a story. Running is a tag. So if you're not your thoughts, you're not your storylines. And in those storylines, there are tags. For example, my tag is Alfred. Your tag may be whatever your name is, whatever your gender is, whatever your age is, whatever your favorite type of popcorn to eat at the cinema is, or your most niche reference to that Polish film nobody saw but you saw with your friends and you said, I prefer that scene. These are tags. Those tags create stories. They glue the story. They glue the tags glue up with themselves and they create a storyline. And for example, I'll share one storyline. I am Alfred. This is a story. Why do I say it's a story? Because a story can be read and read again. A story has a start and an end. In our human experience, most of us see the story as a piece of material that will be listened and read all our experience, throughout all our experience. I am Alfred. I forgot. Oh yeah, I am Alfred. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I'm Alfred. Oh shit, I forgot. I am Alfred. Shit, I forgot. I really like those popcorns. Hey, Max, I can't remember. What type of popcorn did you like? Oh, can't you remember? You know, I told you last time in my different story. Oh, you know. Oh, that was in the past, yeah. In whole of an experience, you know. Uh, everything was different, but I'm still gonna carry this book with me. And rightfully so, we carry those books with us. I am nor shaming, nor discriminating, nor judging the use of the book. I'm only answering the question, what are we aware of? Okay, so we use those books to understand people. Ah, okay, so we use those books to maybe love people. Well, I know that you really like those popcorns, so I'm gonna buy you that popcorn for your birthday. How so thoughtful. You know me so much. It's like watching a play and these two actors have never played and they're improvising and finding it very hard to create material. And one says, Well, that was a funny reaction. And the other guy is kind of puzzled. He's like, shit, I need to entertain the audience. Um, let me think. Yeah, that was a funny reaction, of course, yes, yeah. The other then reacts and says, oh, the other has understood me. He's understood where I'm going with this. And in a sense, they're lying to each other. Yeah, of course, they're acting, they're lying. And this lying only works when the other's lying. Something strange happens when somebody in the crowd says, this ain't funny! Give me back my €5! Well, both of the actors are like, they're very puzzled. They were in the zone. They were so focused on lying and acting. They got caught. For a slight moment, they realized where they were. Oh yeah, we're acting. So, I beg the question, what are we aware of? We use stories to understand people. Those stories can be, yet, very helpful to understand and be helpful to others, and also dangerous. And I don't say it slightly, dangerous to people. Why? Because they're limiting. They're limiting. And the stories becomes belief. Belief that we're actors and we have to play this role. To the point where we forget we're actors playing a role. To the point that we take it so seriously when somebody says, hey, you fucking suck, dude. And we ask ourselves, do we suck? And when we ask ourselves, do we suck? We come back to our past storylines. Well, did I suck before? Oh, yeah, there was that moment where somebody said I sucked. Oh, so this is the second time somebody's saying that I suck. Maybe I do suck. Because somebody and then somebody else said it. That's enough. Oh yeah, but remember that time when somebody said I love you? Oh yeah, and like the other 100 times somebody said I love you? You're great. No, those stories that ah, cringy to use those beliefs. So again, what are you aware of? Watching the screen, what are you aware of? I'm aware of the webcam in front of me. Those stories in my head saying that this webcam looks like a webcam you'd see in a film for hackers. Okay. The thoughts also say that it looked like Omegle webcams, and they're also saying pornography for the webcam. Okay. What am I aware of? I'm seeing a blue light. It's making me. I have thoughts that say that they look like the sky, they look like water, they look like God. Oh, and there's a halo on the blue light. I wonder how that halo appeared. Maybe it never appeared because I'm also aware that it's just my eyes getting tired. So, what are you aware of? I'm aware that I have at my disposal hands right now that I'm holding. I'm also aware that I have nails with colors on them. I'm also aware that in this human experience, people feel like putting colors and being out there is kind of a sign of a gay person. Okay, okay. What am I aware of? That my mum calls me Beavis when my hair is really grown. That's funny. I'm aware that I was very proud to get my OIB, and I've got a paper on it. I've got my the OIB itself and a picture of me holding hands with my teacher. I'm aware that this is kind of mad, me speaking into a microphone. I'm aware that I am so lucky to be able to speak freely and to say whatever wants to say. I'm also aware that it can be frowned upon to say gibberish and say things that don't make sense, but y'all still listen to rap or any type of music that kind of says rubbish. I also feel fear. Um, fear a lot, but I also feel so much love emanating for everything. Also, I'm aware that my eyes are tired. I'm also aware of a beautiful painting my friend Tristan drew me. What is a friend? Are we aware of what a friend means? I've stopped um, using labels in my head. I still use them in words, in phrases, so that people can accept me and understand me. But long are the days that I say that one person should be something. I still do it unconsciously, of course, but I know that it's a limiting belief, and I want people to be who they should be. I'm aware that I eat food and it doesn't look good when I look at the food I ate. Oh, the the pieces of food I didn't eat because there was mold in it. Oh, I feel a need for justification, but I, you shouldn't care. I might not even exist, so why bother? By the time you watch this video, I'm aware that I've let myself play the game. I've let I'll free my ego do the talk. I've I don't want to say let him because ultimately it is always myself deeply at the root of all, the source of all, there is one self, which is the unified self. So I don't want to start putting distance and space because I can still be aware of it, so I don't need to put space. Funny. So there's a bit of tension when I say that I let myself play the game and not. No, there's tension when I say I let Alfie play the game. Then I hear those words and think I'm mad. Okay, but I'm not. Madness is in madness. Well, scientifically is not knowing that you're mad. And for me, who the hell did a test that objectively says that you're mad? Because that means that the person who created this test believes that they have created such an objective reality, they can compare and judge yours. Man, all right, well, I guess that test is a freaking non-duality, um, non-dual and no with no projection onto the world, which is pretty hard. How would you create a test that's objectively objective? Even say objectively means that you're putting a judgment upon your experience. So, I do not think I'm mad. Um, I'm aware that I look funny because I'm looking at like oh, I can maybe show you. I'm looking at my OBS screen and where my cursor is where my head is. Like I literally see what you see, which is pretty mad. Look. Oh, it's not the right one. Oh, it's there. All right, we've got a choice here. Should I give more? But I can't. I'm here. I'm no longer here. The planet and me. You decide. What are we saying? Do you prefer the planet or do you prefer me? I prefer me. Um, I'm aware that there's desire to not see my head. Okay. Do I hate myself? Funny. We'll listen to that. I'm aware that I don't know what intuition means. I'm aware that I've been searching for what it meant because I kind of felt it once and it was very powerful. And because I'm a human being, I like to find the tools that make me feel powerful, apparently. I'm aware that today has been a funny day, unexpected day. I did a little insomnia yesterday night. I say little because it kind of wasn't an insomnia. I just wasn't able to sleep, and it took me like 5 hours to go to sleep. Then I slept like 3 hours. I normally sleep a lot. That's why called it an insomnia. But love to all my people with insomnia. But that still doesn't unjustify my suffering because when I woke up, I was very, very tired. And I wanted to skateboard, but I physically couldn't. Oh, bother. Bother, bother, bother. I'm aware of this forest in front of me, which is my wallpaper. I'm aware that I'm aware of my voice and how funny it seems. I'm aware of the fact that I was working, I was editing a video called Seaweed and I was having a lot of fun. But then I stopped and now I can't be bothered to finish it. And I'm aware that it's becoming a lot. I can create a story out of this. I never really finish my editing projects because I have a very I have a feeling, I have a gut feeling to do it. I do it, and then when the feeling goes away, I'm like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. For me, it sounds very, very logical, but it doesn't work when you're working with people. That's what I discovered in this human experience. You really have to feel more than just emotional pull to a project because you will, or you just get out of the project and try not to have much responsibility on it, or you don't do it. But I've been in projects that I went full on, but like this, my feeling to create, they only last like 1 day on a certain project. Past 1 day, I can't, I just don't care anymore. I'm ready to do something else, which I think the human collective sees it as a something bad, like, oh no, I'm not, what's the word? Reliable. No, no, sorry, I'm not reliable. I'm a human and I'm not aware most of the time. And when I wear, I see a lot of things and I feel a lot of things. So I really don't have much. I don't know. I just see a lot of clouds coming and going, and certainly the feelings. I'm aware that I'm there is frustration because I keep on telling everybody about my future and it doesn't even exist. Or maybe I just don't want to put much pressure onto it because the more I put pressure onto what I want to experience, well, not the feelings I will experience, but at least the okay, at least I'm at least creating the circumstances. Um, I'm getting fed up because not personally towards people that, but I'm just repeating myself, and the more I repeat myself, the more I'm like, should I really do this actually? Not by doubt, but because I've spoken a lot about it, and now I feel like it's lost all its magic. The magic of a desire is not telling anybody, or telling only the few that will really listen. I was speaking to my friend Tristan and I said, it's a great way to see if your desire to do something in the future is something that matches, is aligned what you're supposed to do, is saying it out loud and hearing it. And do you still want to do it after the saying it? It's kind of like, I'm gonna be very honest. It's like kind of like wanking yourself. Uh, my God, what am I aware of? This thought that appeared in my mind, and I'm gonna say it out loud. It's like wanking yourself to somebody. Uh, you're maybe thinking of a potential partner, and you're seeing if it's just a sexual desire. I phrased that really well. Um, saying out loud, saying it out loud, and honestly, it has worked. Like I've said what I wanted to do out loud in a year's time, and I still want to do it. But I have less pull, so therefore I'm gonna keep it on the low from now. I prefer so much to just do the thing, and then if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But it's just so damn easy to talk about the plans and what you're about to do, what you gotta do. And I'm not criticizing it. I'm, it feels like maybe it feels like I'm criticizing the fact that we project ourselves. But I think done healthily, it's incredible. I think that's what we call manifestation. I did one quite recently, one manifestation meditation with a great friend, and incredible, incredible. It's very incredible, very, very, very. God blessed me, dude. Uh, but living in the imagination, living in the what if, can only get you to a certain amount. But if you want to hear my take, I think honestly, I don't care anymore being PC or get or being being like normal, no, what normal people would say. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna say whatever I feel and whatever I'm aware of. That's the whole point of the video. Um, I think the more we imagine who we want to be or what we want to do or how we want to react, done healthily, so without hating the person and the way we react, the way we see ourselves right now, without hating on that version we have right now. It's one of the most powerful things we could do if we want to um, change. We, we change. We always change, like without doing anything. But if on the mental plane, if you are on the mental plane, if you're on the thought plane, where you're like, I am this, and oh, I thought this, oh, I want this. If you're on that plane, um, imagining yourself, taking time, meditating on how you would like to react, how would you like to be, what would you wear, and all that. It's very powerful to actually become that person. But I think you could do that same work in the spiritual plane. But in the spiritual plane, you'll get different answers and different outcomes. Different answers to different. You'll get a different experience. Uh, uh, maybe depends. Everything is so different when you actually live in the present moment and uh you're experiencing things in without words. It's very, very different. I remember I did a meditation 2 weeks ago, and I had like 10 seconds of pure presence, and in that instant, I was like, oh shit, oh shit. Uh, life is very different when lived in presence. The human experience. Now, if you remember, I'm aware that I'm saying a lot of things and I'm talking very quickly, but it is. Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah. Um, this video will touch that person that needs this video. I'm not searching, I'm not trying to guide anybody. Really, trust me. I'm literally talking to a screen right now. Like I'm not. No. Yeah, I'm literally just speaking to a microphone. I'm not even imagining this being a video. Um, the more and more I experience this human experience, I kinda like arrive to like a chill point where I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna let myself be in the ego, identify to thoughts, identify to desire, identify to cravings, be stubborn even though I know it's not the right thing to do. Just be. And at the same time, knowing and being aware that I am not those things. But to be aware that you're not those things, you have to experience a reality that is different to a reality where you are naturally inclined to identify to your thoughts, emotions, storylines, and etc. And in that short moment of presence, I was like, oh shit. I had 10 seconds of presence, and then my mind arrived and said, oh, this is the space. Me saying all of this really makes me feel like I should um I should be in more silence and uh yeah, with less distractions. I wouldn't say distractions, less things that are gonna tinker with my awareness. Less things that are gonna tinker with, yeah, with my awareness. This has been a mad video. An absolutely mad video. You know what I was watching just before that? I was watching Masterclass, Thomas Frank, the secret of the success of Brentford and his future managerial career. That's why I fucking love the human experience, man. So broad. So broad. So broad. You can feel connected to God and at the same time write a comic book. You can be so connected and aware of the universe and at the same time work on a podcast. about Bollywood. You can be such in a state of awe and bliss, and at the same time be a football manager, football coach to be precise. My dad always says to me, you're so uh he doesn't say I'm a hypocrite, but he says that I forgot the word. Je suis aux antipodes. I've my brain is like so in the realm of yeah, my thoughts the thoughts that are in my head revolve around football, tactics, Manchester United, uh sexuality, spiritual, skateboarding, feeling cool, Newcastle, traveling, diving, doing madness, drugs, God, Buddhism, Christianity, universe. How do you listen to the universe? Why Buddhism is true? What is the now? And is it not the greatest power? All of this, and there is no, for me, the less there is a like when I hear like people talking about work balance, like I kind of see what they're saying. Like there's a moment when they're working and there's a moment when they're in with their family, and I'm like, it's kind of how my brain works, but it's like I'm living the human experience and I have an ego that's called Alfred, but at the same time, I have felt God, and it's like a work life. And it's right now I'm way more in the work. Like I spend more time in the workplace than the God place. But it's all a just a all of this is a reflection of God. There's no like I'm being dualistic right now. All right. Actually, I'm actually I'm actually a bit aware now. Madness. Um all of this is just I love this expression, man. The universe just experiencing itself subjectively. I just love the thought that I'm I'm experiencing this fucking wow, man. I'm experiencing this. The more I speak about it, the more I'm like finding it mad that I'm actually existing right now. I'm not like decomposed in atoms. I'm actually, well, in my experience, I actually exist. Kind of mad I'm still here. Blessed, absolutely blessed every day. Trying to be blessed. Some days, way easy. So easy. Wake up, blessed. Some days, ooh, fucking hell, you're like, why do I have to wake up? And The beauty is in realizing that you have the power in here, uh, that every day could be a blessed day. Every day. Now I am absolutely sure, but sure that we can, as I said in the start of the video, we use storylines, to confirm some negative things about us. If you didn't understand, I've kind of summarized what I said. Um, well, we could do the same thing with positive stories, and man, that would be so helpful. You can literally create a paradise in your head. But yeah, there is a part of me I'm like, oh shit, when I get to those moments where I'm in presence, I'm like, oh shit, Alfie doesn't exist. His obsession with football and traveling and sex doesn't exist. It doesn't. His fears, they don't exist. He just believes. And it is very scary when you depend and you identify, therefore, to those, whatever I just said before, those elements. Because then it just all come crashing down. And folks, that's what we call ego death. When we kind of realize that we've been kind of be living in an illusion, when we kind of realized that we were just acting and lying to each other, and it was only working because we were all lying to each other. Do you understand the metaphor from the start of the video? Well, now you do if you didn't. And oh God, keep on living this human experience, and giving love to this beautiful body. Um, giving and being, and fucking. I think I've been listening to too much football shit, too much words, too many words right now. That a little bit introspection after 47 minutes. I've been hearing too many words. I remember I was with two friends last. I can't remember which day it was. We were talking, observing, judging, these words. Oh yeah, describe this cheese like this. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute, so many words. Let's calm it down. That's, I want to spend, yeah, yeah, we gonna do, but it's scary, but we gonna sit in silence. You know what? We'll use the last 10 minutes of this hour to just sit in silence. You can do this if you want to with me. I'll be doing this, and if ever could be helpful for you, if you feel like it could be helpful for you. Um, for the first time, I'd say do it even though you don't think it's going to be helpful. Just do it. So for 10 minutes, well, 11 minutes to be precise. Thanks for watching. I hope those 10 minutes were as useful as they were to me. Sitting in silence makes me hear more, hear more, something more inside, something more true. Love you all. Hope, I hope you shall be happy, you shall be safe, you shall be healthy, you feel at peace, whoever you are, whatever you are. Love you.